I don't like to live my life regretting past decisions. I feel like with every decision we make, there's a chance it could be a good decision or a bad decision. Only time will tell. If you get up in the morning and decide to go for a run, it could be a good decision if the weather is nice and it really sets you up for a great day. Similarly, it could start to rain and you could drop your keys and find yourself locked out of the home. That could have a negative impact on your mood, and you could have a bad day. Like many during the pandemic, I made an impulsive purchase. I bought this completely ruined house in the countryside. I had some romantic idea of fixing it up and making it my all-year country house. That was 18 months ago, and nothing has been done with this property. Aside from the main house, the property has 2 barns, a cabin, and a burned-down sauna. Everything is in terrible shape, and I don't think anything is salvageable. I think it all needs to be torn down and rebuilt from scratch. To make it even worse, this property is landlocked. It's nowhere near a body of water. So why did I buy it? Size and location. It's a bit less than 1 hectare, which is about 2 acres. And do you remember how everyone was yearning for outdoor space a few years ago? The property is set in a small, quiet village. The houses in the village are not particularly pretty. In fact, I'd say all of them are ugly. However, the location is pretty handy. It's close enough to home that there's no hassle to go there on weekends. We looked at one property that was about 2.5 hours away from home, and I wondered if it would eventually get old packing up and going up there late on Fridays. There are many summer cottages in the area, and in summer the area is very vibrant and alive. The other 9 months of the year are another story, but I was also daydreaming about having a wood fire and spending snowy Christmases at the property. I pondered whether I could open a Casa Cavila to cater to the summer residents and tourists. To my non-Finnish viewers, Casa Cavilas are summer cafes that are only open during the summer months to cater to the influx of tourists that take over the countryside during the summer holidays. I even thought about putting a few tiny homes on the property and creating a glamping business. I contacted the municipality and they weren't too keen on the Casa Cavila idea. As for my glamping business, they said I could only put 2 dwellings on the property. 2 units would not make a very profitable glamping business. They said I could apply to change the planning permission, but it would be expensive and the outcome would not be certain. The property has been uninhabited for 10 to 20 years. I haven't gone inside the house in over a year. I stop by to check on it every couple of months. The barns are full of junk and the yard has been used to discard trash for decades. My first plan was to start clearing the junk last summer. Instead, I got sidetracked by another project. See my studio renovation videos for that. So, do I regret buying this property? It's hard to say. Winter is the worst time to visit the property. It's barren and bleak. In summer, there's so many leaves it feels like a jungle. In fact, we didn't even know there was a burned out sauna on the property until a few months after purchasing it. Only time will tell if this was a wise purchase. All I know is I'm just going to make the best decisions that I can as I go along. My first decision is to start clearing the trash once the snow is melted. I'll see how I feel about what I'm doing. Am I feeling attached to the land? Can I see myself turning it into a peaceful retreat? Or do I feel saddled with an expensive money pit? Only time will tell.